It is a Sunday evening in November. You are sitting at your kitchen table with a cup of tea that has already gone cold, and you are looking at a number on your phone. The number is $312. That is what is left. There are 9 days until you are paid again, and already you are doing the quiet math in your head. The math everyone in your situation knows by heart. What can wait, what cannot? Which bill will forgive you if it comes a little late? You are not lazy, you work. You have worked for years, and still, every month ends in that same small panic at the kitchen table. I want to tell you tonight that the panic ends. Not with a lottery ticket and not with some new app. It ends at a number, $10,000, and it ends the way it has ended in my family for 3 generations. Quietly, on paper, with a pen. My name is Haruki. I am 28 years old. I did not learn about money in a classroom, and I did not learn it from a rich man. I learned it at a low wooden table from my father and from my grandfather before him. Every month, for as long as I can remember, my grandfather would sit down with a small book and a pen and write down every yen that came in and every yen that went out. My father did the same, and when I was old enough, they handed me the pen. The book has a name. We call it kakeibo. A woman named Hani Motoko first wrote it down for ordinary families in Japan, more than 100 years ago. But I did not learn it from her. I learned it from the sound of my grandfather's pen on paper late at night after the whole house had gone quiet. Now let me be straight with you, because I think you have been promised too much, by too many people. $10,000 will not change your life overnight. It will not buy you a house. It is not a finish line, and anyone who tells you it is rich money is lying to you. It is a milestone, a marker on a long road. But I have watched what happens to a person when they pass that marker, and I am telling you, the person who has $10,000 saved is a different person than the one 9 days from payday. Not richer in the way the magazines mean. Different in the way they sleep. Let me show you why. There is a word my grandmother used almost every day. Motteinai. It means roughly, what a waste, but she never said it in anger. She said it with a kind of respect. Respect for the thing being wasted, whether it was rice, or cloth, or an hour, or a single yen. The whole method rests on that one feeling. Not punishment, not shame, just respect for what passes through your hands. And the method itself is simple. The kakeibo book asks you only 4 questions. Every month, how much money do you have? How much would you like to save? How much are you spending? And how can you do better? That is the whole machine. 4 questions and a pen. No app can do it for you, and that is the point. The writing by hand is what makes you feel each yen leave. Here is what actually happens, as that book carries you toward your first 10,000. 5 things change. I will count them for you. Number 5, you stop paying the poor tax. This is the cruelest thing about being broke, and almost no one ever names it. When you have nothing saved, everything costs you more. The overdraft fee. The loan at a rate that should be a crime. The cheap shoes you buy twice because you could not afford the good ones once. The poor tax is real money taken from the people who can least spare it. The day you have a small cushion, the poor tax stops. You buy the good shoes. You let the overdraft fee become a memory. The book shows you this, in your own handwriting. It is usually the first thing people see. Number 4, the emergency stops being an emergency. A flat tire, a bad tooth, a week of work missed. When you have nothing, every one of these is a crisis that sends you backward for months. When you have even a few thousand set aside, the flat tire is just a Tuesday. You pay it, you move on, and you do not lie awake. My grandfather always kept one line in the book for exactly this. He did not pretend the hard thing would never come. He expected it, and because he expected it, it could never break him. Number 3, compounding finally becomes something you can see. Below a certain amount, the interest is so small it feels like a joke. A few cents, a dollar. Easy to ignore. But $10,000 set in the right place begins to earn in a way you can feel. Roughly several $100s in a year, by the long history of it. I make no promise about any single year, but for the first time your money is doing a little work while you sleep. And there is no feeling quite like watching that, knowing you built it one honest yen at a time. Number 2, you gain the rarest thing of all, the power to say no, to the job that disrespects you, to the deal that is wrong, to the salesman who can smell desperation across a room. My father told me once that the saved coin is not only money, it is freedom kept in a drawer. When you have $10,000, you can wait. You can walk away, you can let the bad thing pass, and the right thing come. The man who cannot wait always overpays. The one who can wait is quietly in charge. Number 1, and this is the one that matters most. You become a person who saves. That is the real change, and it is the one no spreadsheet can ever show you. For your whole life, perhaps, you believed somewhere underneath that saving was for other people. Luckier people, richer people, not you. The day you pass 10,000, that belief breaks. You have the proof in your own book, in your own hand. You did it. And a person who has done it once will do it again and again because now they know the kind of person they are. That is the whole of it. The money is not the prize. The proof is the prize. If you are walking this road too, subscribe and walk it with me. I am here every week. That is all I ask. Now, two true things, because I will not flatter you. First, this is slow. Kakeibo is a pen, not a rocket. It is meant to take you months, even a year or two, and that slowness is not a flaw, it is the medicine. Anything that comes fast leaves fast. Second, the 4 questions only work if you answer them honestly in your own hand every month, even the ugly months. Especially the ugly months, the book cannot help a person who will not look at it. So here's what I want you to do this week. Not next year, this week. Take one sheet of paper, at the top, write the 4 questions. How much do I have? How much would I like to save? How much am I spending? How can I do better? Then answer the first one tonight with your cold cup of tea at that same kitchen table. That is the first yen of your 10,000. Everything else follows from that one honest page. That is how my grandfather did it. That is how my father did it. And it is still how it is done in any home that remembers. So tell me in the comments, what is the number on your screen tonight before you begin? I read every one of them. There's no shame in a small number. There's only the page and the pen and the quiet that comes after. And next time, I will show you the one rule my grandfather had about spending. The rule of the 30-day shelf. The quiet habit that made our family richer than any raise ever could. That one surprised even me. I will see you then.